What is the Neville Goddard technique for instant abundance? They told you that abundance takes years of hard work, struggle, and saving before you can finally breathe freely. But what if I tell you Neville Goddard revealed that true abundance begins in imagination, not in labor? This is where everything you seek already exists within the unseen world of assumption. This is where Neville's timeless wisdom shows that what you feel real inside becomes real outside. This is where the technique for instant abundance flips the script from effort to embodiment. This is where imagination replaces grind and belief replaces doubt. This is where you stop asking when money will come and start knowing that it already has. This is where you realize that you've never been waiting on money. Money has been waiting on your assumption. This is where the unseen responds instantly the moment you claim it mentally. This is where you see that lack was never real, only rehearsed. This is where you understand that every limitation was just a belief you kept alive. This is where the feeling of wealth becomes your true reality before numbers change. This is where the inner movie becomes more powerful than the outer proof. This is where Neville's technique asks you to live in the end until it feels natural. This is where the subconscious aligns itself with the tone of your inner state. This is where the old story fades and a new financial identity rises. This is where the mind stops begging and begins creating. This is where the law of assumption rewrites your entire life silently but completely. This is where abundance stops being a goal and becomes your normal. This is where instant abundance begins, not as a wish, but as a certainty within you. Can you imagine what happens when you stop living as the person trying to manifest wealth and start living as the person who already has it? This is where the Neville Goddard technique for instant abundance becomes living proof of the power within. This is where your daily imagination sessions turn into invisible wealth transactions. This is where every assumption deposits its value into your outer world. This is where you stop reacting to appearances and start commanding them. This is where you realize faith is not waiting, it's feeling now. This is where your new self-image becomes the magnet of money, ideas, and opportunity. This is where the unseen begins moving pieces in your favor while you remain still in knowing. This is where gratitude becomes your silent amplifier. This is where every word, thought, and mood carries creative force. This is where you no longer chase money, because money now recognizes your frequency. This is where you learn that emotion is wealth in seed form. This is where you stop measuring progress by sight and start measuring it by certainty. This is where everything begins to align because you finally feel it done,